In every person's life, there comes a moment when they ask, what makes some people rich, while others struggle all their lives? That question shaped the childhood of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, a book that changed how millions of people think about money, work, and success. Robert grew up with two father figures. His poor dad, his biological father, was highly educated, hardworking, and believed in traditional success: go to school, get good grades, find a stable job. His rich dad, the father of his best friend Mike, had little formal education, but a deep understanding of how money really works. He said, "Don't work for money. Make money work for you." To men, two philosophies, two completely different outcomes. When Robert and Mike were just 9 years old, they asked Rich Dad how to become rich. He put them to work in one of his stores for just 10 cents an hour. They hated it. Finally, Rich Dad taught them the first lesson: the poor and middle class work for money. The rich make money work for them. Money, he explained, is a tool, not a goal. If you learn how to control it, you can be free. If it controls you, you'll always be a slave to your paycheck. Poor Dad believed education meant school and degrees. Rich Dad believed education meant understanding money and how it flows, how it grows, and how it disappears. Rich Dad said, "It's not how much money you make. It's how much you keep." Financial education means learning about assets and liabilities and knowing the difference between them. Most people spend their lives building someone else's dream. They work for a salary, buy things that lose value, and call it security. Rich Dad told Robert, "Mind your own business." That means build assets, things that put money in your pocket, like investments, real estate, or businesses. A car, a phone, and new TV. They might make you happy, but they're not assets. They're liabilities. Rich Dad taught that the rich use the system to their advantage. They understand taxes, laws, and corporations, and they use them to protect and grow wealth. The poor and middle class pay taxes first. The rich use businesses to pay expenses first and get taxed only on what's left. That's how the rich get richer. And the poor keep working harder, thinking hard work alone is enough. Opportunities don't just happen, they're created. Rich people see money differently. Where others see risk, they see potential. Where others wait, they act. Kiyosaki explains that financial intelligence is about creativity, seeing how to make deals, invest smart, and take calculated risks. In his words, every time you learn something new about money, you increase your wealth. Rich Dad advised Robert to take jobs not for the paycheck, but for the skills he could learn: sales, communication, leadership, investing. Poor Dad said, "Study hard to get a good job." Rich Dad said, "Study hard to create jobs." The goal isn't to climb the corporate ladder. It's to own the ladder. Rich Dad Poor Dad isn't just a book about money, it's about mindset. It teaches that real wealth starts with awareness, the courage to question what you've been taught, and the discipline to keep learning. Financial freedom isn't luck or inheritance. It's the result of choices and the courage to think differently. So ask yourself, are you working for money? Or is your money working for you? If you enjoyed this summary, subscribe for more insights from the world's most inspiring books.